Welcome to this video presentation of BBL Systems Fittings and Alterations Tracking Module. This module offers you three key benefits. First, it allows you to know what custom fittings are being accomplished by each tailor. Secondly, you're able to know who has the merchandise. Is it with the tailor still being worked on, or is it in the back room awaiting customer pickup? 3. It helps ensure that you are collecting payment for custom fitting jobs. It's not surprising that occasionally customers are able to leave your business without paying for the work done to their merchandise. The system operates very simply. A custom fitting ticket is created for each fitting visit. Each ticket has one or more tasks that are included. These tasks may have customer costs assigned to them. The total of all the tasks will automatically be applied to the customer sales ticket from which the item being altered was sold. This makes it easy at the point of sale to see all the fitting tickets and charges that were done to the items on the ticket. This makes it very quick and easy to answer customer questions at customer pickup time when final payment is due. Let's review a fitting ticket and then add a new one. And we do this by simply clicking the View Edit Fittings button, which will display a list of all the fitting tickets in our system sequenced by the fitting number. And the fitting number is just a unique number assigned to every new ticket created. Let's enter in the number we're interested in reviewing, and once it's highlighted in black here, we can click on the Details tab and see all the specific details on this one ticket. For example, we can see the tailor it was assigned to, who created the ticket, and the date and time it was created. We also see the pickup item number, which is very, very important. The pickup item number is a unique number the computer system automatically assigns to every item sold within the store, and it may be easily found on several areas of our system. The primary area that you find it is on the sales ticket that it was sold on, but it is also printed on the pickup tag, which is a special tag printed when the item is placed in our pickup inventory. When creating a new custom fitting ticket, you will provide the item number, the pickup item number, and then the system will automatically enter the customer, inventory, and event information, as we see here. For example, the inventory style code is automatically entered, as well as the size and the color of the items sold. Here we see the customer name. Also, we would see the event name if this customer was a member of an event like a wedding or a prom. We also can review or see the event date here. In this area, we see the physical task to be done to this item and the charges for each of the tasks. The system automatically gives us a grand total, and once this ticket is completed, these charges, this grand total, will automatically be entered in on the ticket number, and we can review that by simply double clicking on the ticket number here. And it takes us directly to the ticket, and we see the item sold, and we see the alterations charges applied. We also here can we can review the totals and the balances for this ticket if we want. When we're done, we're returned to the fitting ticket. Now, each custom fitting ticket has a status located in the top right hand corner, which tells us what is happening with the ticket. Now let me explain the statuses. The current status of this ticket is complete, but we have a status called new. New means a ticket has just been added and has never been out with the tailor. We have a status in. In means it's been out with the tailor and now it's in the shop awaiting customer pickup. We have out. Out means the item in the ticket are out with the seamstress, the tailor. And then we have complete. Complete means all the tasks are completed on this ticket and it's back again waiting for a customer. Then we have canceled. For some reason the fitting needs to be canceled, and we can mark it canceled. When that is done, you must remember to go to the customer sales receipt and also adjust any charges that were automatically applied during the process of adding a new fitting ticket. and that's what our statuses are. Now once the status is complete, as we have now with this particular fitting ticket, once it's complete, a new custom fitting ticket will be created with the physical task to be done. If more work has to be done to this garment, we just simply add a new ticket. Now let's add a new custom fitting ticket. Just walk you through that process, and we'll mark it out with the tailor as well. We do this by simply clicking on the add button. Now if we were adding the same garment to be refitted or fitted again, we would simply click on the add same fitting, and the system would remember the information about the item. But in this case, we're going to hit add and add a brand new item, and it's asking for the clerk who's actually inputting the ticket, and next wants to know who the tailor is that it will be assigned to. Next it's asking for a item number, a pickup inventory number. And as you can see, once I put that number in, the style, the size, the color, the customer information all was automatically entered in for us. Next we can put a description for this fitting ticket if we like. This is just a simple one-line description that just tells us a little bit about the ticket. That's optional. Then a style for charge on our sales ticket. When the charge for this custom fitting is applied to the ticket, it needs to have a SKU. Now these SKUs can be smart. For example, using this SKU here, we've tagged this SKU directly to our tailor here. So what this means is that now we can run statistical reports on revenue collected by tailor as an example. Next we want to add a task, and what we're going to do is just a standard bustle here on this particular garment. We can put in comments if we like. This allows us to explicitly describe what has to happen to this gown or to this item, so there's no confusion or questions by the seamstress doing the work. You can be as verbose as you like. Now this is all we elected to do to this item, is to bustle it, and now the status is new, as you can see here, but what we like to do now is mark it out to the tailor. But before I do that, we should put a due date. A due date is simply the date it's due back for the refit. We'll say it's going to be on June the 7th. Now we'll mark it out to the tailor, and what we would most likely like to do at this time is print a custom fitting ticket, which is a physical copy of what needs to happen to this item, and this ticket would then be applied to the item. It would be attached to the item in some way. To see an example of what a fitting ticket would look like or could look like, we have one here. Again, this is an example, but it's basically a recap, so we can see the ticket number, the pickup inventory ID number, the bride, the tailor assigned to, the phone numbers for the customer, the wear date, the date the ticket was created, and then the refit date or the due date. Then these are the specific tasks that need to take place to the item, any comments or details that were typed in, and then optionally you can have policies which the customer must agree to prior to the fitting taking place. Have them sign it, and you can keep a copy. Of course, these can be printed in multiple copies if you so desire. And that's all there is to reviewing and creating fitting tickets. Let's take a look at some of the reports created by the Fittings and Alterations Tracking module. First, we have Fittings by Tailor. Fittings by Tailor is a report that allows us to sort all our fitting tickets based on certain criteria by tailor. We can select by status. All means all statuses, or we can look for a specific type of status, like out in this case. We can limit it to all tailors or just a specific tailor. And then some date range: created between, sent out between, canceled between, due between, or all dates, as I'm going to select in this case, and hit OK. We're able to display the report to the screen, and we can see all the fittings assigned to this particular tailor. And we see the status of the fitting, the customer name, the pickup inventory item number, the charge for the fitting, the date it was sent out, the date due back, as well as dates completed or canceled. And that's the information you can capture with the Fittings by Tailor. Next, we have Fittings by Status, which is basically a report of all the fittings sorted by the status. Normally here you're looking for fittings of a particular status. As an example, maybe due between. Only those that are out, and we can limit it to a specific tailor if we so desire. So we see the tailor, the customer, the item number, the charge, and the date it's due back, as an example. Very flexible reports that gives you quite a bit of information.